And hello, everybody. How are you all tonight? It is Tuesday night, and you know how we look forward to Tuesday nights. Welcome in, everybody. Whether you're ghosting, going to watch on the replay, we appreciate you guys so much for spending a little time with us on Tuesdays. Tina, hey, welcome in. It's great to see you. We are going to discuss, guys, the latest news from D23. The D23 Expo was held at Walt Disney World this year. It was a Destination D23. Normally they hold that in Anaheim. But we're going to talk a little bit about all the news that came out of that, all the announcements that Josh Tomorrow made. And we're also going to discuss, probably first, we're going to talk about Disney Lorcana trading card game, which is the new Disney trading card game. It is hot, hot, hot. And so William's going to tell you all about that. He's going to be in a little bit later on. Hey, Brian and Eod, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. So we're gonna tell you all the latest on Disney Lorcana. The cards have just sold out so quickly in different places that have gotten them in. Robin's. And I lost the name. Hang on, Joyce. The company that makes them, Robin's Craft. That's not right. Thank you. Brian and Ayod, welcome in again. They released these cards to the small shops first, and we just thought that was great. Then a couple of weeks later, all of the larger retailers like Target and Best Buy and Walmart got the cards. So the first series has been released. If you got one of the 3 starter packs or any of that, kudos to you. We were really fortunate to find what we did. William has a good number of cards to start out with. Hey, Mike. Oh, hey, maybe Maddie and Nick. Welcome in. But they're releasing. They've made announcements already on the second series. So they've said they're going to release a lot of product on this. It's going to be, I think, a fantastic game. The artwork, guys, is incredible. And William's going to tell you a little bit more about that. But first, hey, Mike. Oh, yes. Destin D23 always moves around. Yes, it has been at Walt Disney World, but it's Walt Disney World this year. And so the Expo is always in Anaheim. But the destination, they go to different places. But it was at Walt Disney World this year, and the Expos are in Anaheim. The Expos are kind of the larger ones. They make more major announcements, if you will, at the Expos in Anaheim, and they gave us a date for that for next year. So thanks for that clarification on that, Mikey. Okay, well, we're going to get into that. We're going to get Brian's West Coast Disney Adventure, one of our members. Thanks for being here, Brian. Appreciate you so much. Yes, we're going to talk about all of it. We're just going to go through all of it. We're going to try not to spend a ton of time on it because they did announce quite a few things. But Dan the Turkey Legster, welcome in. It's so good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. William will be in just a minute. And until he gets in, I am going to do This Day in Disney History. Guys, that we really enjoy Disney history. And I'm going to run through a little bit of what happened on this day in Disney history back over the years. 100 years worth of history to cover. We're not going to cover it all, but just hit some of the highlights. But yeah, thanks everybody for being here. We certainly appreciate it. Good to see you, Mike, Brian, Dean, Nick. It's great to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Yeah. All right. Let me do This Day in Disney History, and then William should be in by then. He said he'd be just a little bit late. Life is interfering with our live streaming, but that's okay. In 1888, and this name was familiar to me, guys, French actor, singer, and popular entertainer Maurice Chevalier is born in Paris, France. He appeared in Disney's 1962 live action In Search of the Castaways as the jocular Professor Jacques Paganel, and 1967 Monkeys Go Home, which I absolutely love. Love that one. I think I've seen that one, y'all. I'm pretty sure if I'm thinking of the right one. He portrayed Father Sylvain in that one and sang the theme for the 1970 animated The Aristocats. So if you remember that theme in your head, that was Maurice Chevalier. He even made an animated cameo appearance in the 1931 short Mickey's Gala Premiere. His heavy French accent, melodic voice, and Gaelic charm made Chevalier the prototype of the gallant French monsieur in the American cinema of the 1930s. The character Lumiere, voiced by Jerry Orbach in Disney's Beauty and the Beast, is a Chevalier impression. So I did not know that. Jerry Orbach was actually doing his best impression of Maurice Chevalier for that one. In 1941, the Disney animation strike, which started in May, is ended by federal mediators. From this day forward, the studio will be a union shop. Now, Walt was actually on the Goodwill tour of South America during the negotiations. If you remember that, that time period, the U.S. government had asked him to try and strengthen the USA's ties, our ties to South America, in anticipation of World War II. So, in return, they told him they would handle the strike, and they conducted the negotiation with the striking employees, and it was taken care of by the time Walt and his animators and the group that went with him got back. So interesting history there. There is, I'm not sure what the name of it is, I can't remember, but there is a documentary or a piece on the trip to South America, that Goodwill tour. Fascinating, on Disney Plus. 1986, jumping all the way forward, Captain EO, a 3D 70 millimeter sci-fi fantasy musical movie attraction starring Michael Jackson, opens at Epcot. Guys, I've got to confess, I've never seen Captain EO. I've got to do that. Directed by Francis Ford Coppola and executive produced by George Lucas, interestingly enough. The movie tells the story of Captain EO, who's Michael Jackson, and his ragtag crew of space travelers. The 17-minute film tells the story. 17-minute film has cost an estimated $30 million to produce. At this time, the most expensive film ever produced on a per-minute basis. Epcot is the first Disney park to present the film, as 6 days later, Captain EO will debut in Disneyland. So that's kind of cool. I've got to watch that, guys. I've got to make myself a note and watch Captain EO. 1992, Night of Joy, 92, is held at Walt Disney World for a second night from 8:30 to 1 a.m. Night of Joy was an annual contemporary Christian music festival that took place from 1983 to 2017 at Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. 2001, the day after the U.S. is attacked by terrorists, all Disney parks in the U.S. reopen for business. To help ensure the safety of all the Disney guests, a decision is made to increase the security measures within the parks, effective immediately. And the most obvious of these increased measures include the inspection of all packages, parcels, backpacks, etc., being carried by guests prior to entering the parks. The New Year's Eve nightly celebration in Pleasure Island is canceled. The Federal Aviation Administration places a flight restriction over the Disney World Resort. It extends out in a 3-mile radius from Cinderella Castle and up to 3,000 feet. So that's when that that flight, that restricted space over Walt Disney World went into effect. And we all, of course, remember all of that. My Backyard Science, welcome, welcome. I am not yet, Brian. Let me back up and catch up in chat, y'all. Let me see, just let me back up. Dean, it's good to see ya. It's good to see ya. Did I highlight that comment, Mike? Let's see. Movie Mania Nick. And Tina had a little question about D23. For those of you who may not be familiar, D23 is Walt Disney World's fan club. It is, well, no, not Walt Disney World, the Disney fan club, the overall Disney company. It is the fan club, and you can go to d23.com if you're interested in doing that. There are some discounts and things throughout the year, depending on what Disney is offering, that you can do. Especially if you live in California, a lot of times they offer special events at El Capitan Theater and what have you. They have fan events. They offer discounts. They offer special membership pins and all kinds of stuff. If they open a new area or a new ride, normally they will do a D23 preview, D23 Gold member preview. There are different levels of membership, but that's how we went to the Tron opening before it opened to the general public. We went to that D23 Gold member Tron preview and absolutely loved it. So we've been members. This is our second year, I guess, that we have been members. And hang on just a second, guys. I fixed my phone here, and have enjoyed it and felt like it was worth it. There are also discounts, sometimes that they give you on Shop Disney or in the parks, what have you. So it is fun. It is fun. Yes. Destination D23 is can be held anywhere. Am I right on that, Mike? That's just, and then the D23 Expo is held in Anaheim. So yeah. Let's see. And Brian, in answer to Brian's question, I'm not on location in Florida. I will be flying in on Thursday, so I will be there. I will be there soon. Let's see. My Backyard Science, it is good to see you. It's good to see you guys. Thanks for popping in. Always good to have you. Let's see. And I think I'm caught up. Hope that everybody has had a good week so far. Of course, we all, with celebrating, or not celebrating, but remembering 9/11. Yesterday, the attacks on the World Trade Center was very poignant. I watched the news a good bit of the day, and it's something, that our country will always remember, I hope. We all have that story, if you were old enough to remember it, of where we were, where you were and what was happening, when those planes struck the towers. And so very poignant day for the United States, and one that we absolutely should not forget. There were lessons to be learned on that day, and we should not forget. Let's see, I was giving William just a little bit of time to come in. I have behind me, guys, it's kind of hard to see. I don't know something's kind of wrong with my resolution tonight, but behind me, I have Figment here, my Figment popcorn bucket, because we're going to be talking a little bit about Figment tonight, and cover him with some of our news. Let's see. And I'll go ahead and make some channel announcements. Guys, just a little bit of channel news while we wait on William. our prayers continue for the island of Maui. The devastating fires destroyed, much of the town of Lahaina, with a lot of deaths and injuries. Elena K 808 is one of our ghost host moderators, and we pray that her friends are okay. I don't think she had any family there. She actually lives on Oahu, but again, our prayers continue for that devastating loss of property and life. Maui is such a gorgeous island, and it's just tragic, just horrible thing to happen. Ahsoka episode 4 dropped tonight on Disney Plus. Who watched it? Did you guys watch? Did you guys watch Ahsoka? Who watched it? I know there are several channels that are Captain Theme Park Adventure. Welcome in. Did I say hello to you already? I'm sorry, guys. I am already at Disney, by the way. I'll be flying out on Thursday for my Disney trip, and so I'm already thinking that I've already got my packing done, and I'm kind of ahead. Okay. Dane watched it. No spoilers, but who watched it already? Not yet, Mike. I am anxious to watch it. I don't know when I'll watch it, whether I'll watch it tonight or try to wait until tomorrow. I can wait till tomorrow night, I guess, and watch it with William. But I'm looking forward to it. Guys, since I will be at Disney World this week, we will postpone our review of episode 4 until the following week. So, set your notifications to join us on Thursday, the 21st at 12 noon Central, 1 Eastern for a review of episode 4. We're pushing that out a week due to my trip to Walt Disney World, and we love that content. We have already reviewed episodes 1 and 2 and 3, and they are on a playlist on our channel if you want to check those out. But episode 4, we will not be going live for episode 4 this coming Thursday, which is our regular day, because I will be at Walt Disney World. We'll push that out a week, and so join us on Thursday, the 21st. I think I've already put up a thumbnail for that, so you guys can set a reminder if you want to. Now, Hitchhiker Chat, I will just be getting home from Walt Disney World. So this time next week, I will be back home. And so we will try to go live for Hitchhiker Chat. So that stays the same. Those dates stay the same. Let's see, what other announcements do we have? Oh, we have dropped a short last week, Frozen Ever After. I don't know if you watched that. Really good short. He pieced it together. The editing is real good on that. And so check that out. And I posted our dining review of Roundup Rodeo Barbecue in Toy Story Land at Hollywood Studios. Okay, Kevin watched it. Okay. All right. And okay, this episode's a good. I'm thinking it's really going to have to, start picking up, Dane. Because with this episode, with episode 4 that dropped tonight, we are halfway, because there are 8 episodes total. So, with that, we're gonna, it's gonna have to, pick up pretty quick. And I personally think the action has been really, really good so far. So, Mike says he's not watching Ahsoka. Oh my goodness, Mike. And Tina says it was very good. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yes. I said it again, didn't I, Mike? we have put up a short on the channel. Oh my goodness. Oh, episode 5. Dane, thanks for the correction. 4 was last week, and we're going to review 4 Thursday week, but episode 5 dropped tonight. So we're over halfway. We're over halfway there, because it is only 8 episodes. Let's see what else. Guys, if you are not subscribed, by all means, do that. I will be at Walt Disney World this coming Thursday, September the 14th through Tuesday the 19th. I'm looking forward to it. I've got 4 full days in the parks. Going to meet up with some friends, probably Dean and Mike and Russ and the usual suspects, some folks that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet. So I'm really excited about that. So be sure, subscribe and set your notification so you'll be reminded when we go live. I have already posted 2 thumbnails. I'll be at Hollywood Studios. Rope Drop Hollywood Studios on the 14th, which is Friday. And then on Saturday the 15th, I will be at Magic Kingdom, and I will go live for a Twilight and nighttime stream at 4 p.m., which I love. I absolutely love golden hour, as they call it in Magic Kingdom. So those thumbnails are already up, and you can set your notification bell and then, set up a special notification so you don't miss those. Let's see. I think that's it. Now, I did want to mention this, guys, and this is kind of a brainstorm that I had, and then if I'll go ahead and get started with the slideshow, and we'll talk about what we need to talk about. Special edition of Hitchhiker Chat on Tuesday, September 23rd. So our favorite Disney memories. Thought it would be fun for us to talk about all of our favorite Disney experiences. So this could be your favorite ride, your favorite park, or anything that has really created magic for you and your family. So if you will, please send photos, your favorite photos, to our email address, or DM us, direct message us on Instagram with the photos and a brief story, or just send the pictures if you want, but a description of some kind. And I put all of those together in a slideshow, and I just think it would be fun, for us to talk about, the magic, the Disney magic that, why we're all such Disney fans and why we love it so much. We all have tons of stories, when a cast member created some, sprinkled some extra pixie dust, created some extra magic for you. So send us those favorite photos, as many as you want, to the hitchhikingbones@gmail.com, or direct message us on Instagram. And I will put together a slideshow, and then we'll go through that on Hitchhiker Chat on Tuesday, September 26th. So please send those to me no later than Saturday, the 23rd. That'll give me enough time to put the slideshow together and everything. But if you have any questions about that, I'll go over it, and I'll put all of that in the description of the video. I just had this idea as I was preparing for the show tonight, and so I didn't have time to put it in the description. But I will definitely do that. It's true. I do have Walt Disney World brain. I am already at Walt Disney World, y'all. Yeah. And yes, I am going to Disney. Let's see. Okay. Turkey leg. Oh, Pam's fam. Hey, you're not late, Pam. You're not late. I think I'm going to go ahead. Guys, and get into the slideshow. William has been detained, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to talk about D23. And so let me do that. I will not be able to. That's my only thing. I won't be able to, to put your comments up, because if I bring up the slideshow, I can't see the screen. So I got to figure out how to do that. That's just because I hadn't figured out how to do that yet. But at any rate, it's welcome in, Pam. It's so good to see you. No worries, Pam. You are neither late nor early. You arrive precisely when you mean to. You arrive precisely when you mean to. Jonathan, welcome in. So good to see you guys. Thanks so much for being here. Okay, folks, let me bring up the slideshow if I can. And we'll get into some of this news. There was quite a bit of news that came out of Destination D23 this year. It actually, we had some, always have some blue sky announcements, but there was some good stuff, some things that need to be done, we think, and we'll get into that and talk about it. Let's see, let me go here. All right, guys. Let me see if I can. Okay, there we go. All right, so let me see if I can do this now.
Hello?
Oh, hey, welcome in. William, I'm just about.
You want me to screen share?
Go if you want to go ahead and do the slideshow. We can do that.
Go. Entering the studio on my laptop. I've got the.
Who is hurting who? I just yeah. Well, I hope to see you, Mike. As always, I always love to see you. So I hope to see you.
Hi, Pam.
William, welcome.
Sorry, we had people over tonight, kind of last minute, and
Pam, herding, HERDING, yeah, herding. Oh my goodness.
Your screen.
That's good to see. Have you had a pretty good week so far, William?
It's just been busy. Had to battle my hold on a second. I've had to do a bit of adulting, if you will. And fight an AC unit, and it has been challenging. But anyway, figured it out. Let's see. Good. Oh, interesting. I've not seen this view before. Got us in the bottom. Do you like this view better, or should I change it?
Well, I guess just leave it up there. When I share a comment,
it covers you up.
Covers us up, but I don't know that that's a problem.
Well, let me see here.
But I do like this view because it makes the slideshow a little better.
There you go.
So it's just which one do you guys like better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Mike does not hit anybody with his cane on purpose. They just sometimes run into him. That happens. That happens.
Happens to some people more often than others.
Sometimes I question Russ's driving, Mike. I'll be honest with you. I really do. Sometimes I just think you should come with me.
Embarkation Nation, welcome.
Embarkation Nation, welcome.
Thank you for being here.
Welcome.
It's good to see you.
Okay, well, let's jump into this. I did the Disney news and then did some of our announcements, William.
Good deal. I had to fight the AC unit. It had frozen up, and so I had to let that shut it off, let it thaw out, and all that. So,
well, thankfully, it's not 108.
In
Texas
thankfully,
anymore. It has cooled off, and so I'm very thankful that you guys, y'all would have. I mean, Jillian and the kids would have had to leave. They would have had to go somewhere else. So, but thanks for being here, Embarkation Nation. We appreciate it.
All right. Well, let's see. Go ahead and jump into here.
Okay. This week again, guys, I talked just a little bit about 9/11 and our observation, Patriot Day and our observation of 9/11. This picture was actually taken in 1994 on a trip that's Jeff, and Jeff is holding William. William, you are
a little bit smaller
let's
than.
say, yeah, you're pretty small. And then this is my oldest son, Stephen, on the left, and he was 9. But this picture was taken from the top of the pedestal.
You said what year?
It's got 94 on it, but you look older than that.
I was going to say that put me at 3, and that put Stephen at 11.
Let's see. Well, it's probably right. 94 is probably right. 94 is probably right.
Yeah.
And
very astute observation. Thanks, Mikey.
Oh,
that's cool. Mike. Yeah, the milestone. First, remember milestone. Well, neat. Yeah, thanks for your support, Mikey.
Yeah, gosh, we appreciate
and our other
Mike.
channel members and everybody. We appreciate y'all being here.
Yeah, if you see in the chat, guys, the people's names who appear in green are members of the channel. That means that they bless us every month with just a little money to put towards the channel, and which is exactly what we do. And we so appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
we
very
really
astute observation there, Pam.
Yes. Well, he still has it, Pam. It's just not quite that dark anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, I should have made this picture. I didn't edit it. I could probably have lightened this up so you could see Jeff's face a little bit better. But this, as I said, it was taken across the harbor from the top of from Liberty Island and the top of the Statue of Liberty pedestal. You can go to the next one, William, and of course the World Trade Center is in the background, and you can see the side there, the top of the pedestal there, and it's very ornate, of course, that supports our Lady Liberty. But yes, Pam, he did have a Magnum PI mustache. I think you probably heard my story about Jeff's mustache and why he has a mustache. But this was the view, y'all. And then the next one, this particular picture was taken in 2007. And of course, the skyline has changed. Yeah. So, that's
good picture.
We remember this was taken from the ferry boat. The ferry actually circles Ellis Island. It goes in front of the statue, circles around to the back. The dock is at the back. You probably don't remember that, William, because you were teeny tiny when you went to the statue. You have been to the Crown. You were a little bitty.
I remember the stairs. I remember lots of stairs.
Yes, and your dad carried you up every one.
Most of them, yeah.
But, this was a picture that I took on a girls' trip. Jeff is not much on going to New York, but we love to go and go to the theaters and what have you. We love the city, and this was taken on a girls' trip in 2007 as we rounded Ellis Island. But at any rate, or Liberty Island, not Ellis. Liberty Island is where the statue stands. But at any rate, our country observed Patriot Day, and we will not forget. We will not forget. Mm-hmm. I have seen it since Freedom Tower was built, Tina. I have since it was no. I take that back. I have not. So I'm long overdue for a trip to New York. I have not seen Freedom Tower. I saw, we were there, well, in 2007, they had built the museum. They were in the footprint. It was very poignant, that museum, but they had not begun construction on the towers. I don't know at that time whether they had even finalized a design, plans for Freedom Tower, but those the World Trade Center towers were definitely iconic, and I miss them. I miss them. But at any rate, okay, let's go on.
All right.
I wanted to share those picture with you guys. Okay, and William, you are up. Disney Lorcana, guys. If you haven't heard of Disney Lorcana trading card game, where have you been? I'm going to turn this over to William because we're really excited about it, and he can tell you. I've got like 6 or so slides, William, the pictures that you sent me, and you can cover Good those deal. And what we know so far.
So big announcements today. They announced Chapter 2 of the Lorcana trading card game. And first, starting off right here, it is called Rise of the Floodborn, and it's Chapter 2. And so there's a dream, they refer to them as Dreamborn characters and Floodborn characters, and I can give you a better description of that here in a minute. But this first item here, I can't remember specifically what this one's called. It's similar to the gift set from the first chapter, except it comes with 6 alternate art cards. It's specifically featured as a Disney 100, so it's acknowledging the 100th anniversary of the company. And so I feel like these are even going to be even harder to get your hands on. But the design looks great. The art on the cards is a whole lot of fun. And so I feel like, it's going to be pretty competitive trying to get your hands on some of this. And so anyway, very much looking forward to this new set. Some different characters are in the mix this time around. And so looking forward to it a whole lot. It arrives December 1st. Now that date is for that's for the big box stores. So Target, Walmart, FYE, Barnes and Noble, GameStop,
Best Buy.
Best Buy. And I think that about covers most of the big box stores. I said Walmart, Target, right, at the beginning of Leaf. But I think that covers most of the big box stores. But anyway, 2 weeks prior to that, so you back up just a little bit, the 17th of November, they release the new set releases to local game stores. And so if you want to know what store in your area carries what local card shop or local game store, you'll see the abbreviation LGS sometimes, local game store. There is a store locator on the Lorcana website. You can go and find that. You punch in your address, and it'll tell you, you can change the filter, within a certain range, of that address, to see what card shops are near you. And so it's the best way to figure out, if anybody around you is carrying it. And so it actually releases to the local card shops November the 17th. I really appreciate them doing that because it kind of targets, it gives the little guys, if you will, a bit of an advantage. Yes. Plus, with local card shops too, you're more likely to be selling to people who are actually going to play the game, or avid collectors, rather than just, Joe Blow, or people that are, looking to buy it for resale.
Exactly.
So anyway,
resellers are a definite problem.
Yeah. So they've been it's been a really, really hard to get your hands on some Lorcana. I've been very fortunate, but it's come with a lot of effort. Actually, today I picked this up from Best Buy. I got let's go big screen here. I got a Maui playmat, and so there's what Maui looks like there. So a playmat, actually, you know what?
Let's do an unboxing.
Yeah, let's do a live unboxing real quick here.
Unboxing.
It's shocking. I'm actually unboxing something. So, the box feels really high quality. There's the Lorcana symbol there, Lorcana trading game, Maui with this hook. It says Maui playmat. It has the art wraps around the box here. You can see. So very really nice. Well packaged.
Even the box looks good.
Yeah. And so it shows you the other playmats here and some of the other accessories. You have the Mickey playmat there, right here.
Thank you for being here.
And then the Maleficent playmat right here. And so, and then other items. There's a couple of card books that hold, or the Evil Queen's on the cover of one of those, and then Stitches on the surfing Stitches on the other one, and then some card sleeves of Elsa, Mickey, and Captain Hook, and then deck boxes as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and actually get this thing shimmied out here. I'll never be able to get back in the box.
Oh, Brian, he's going to use it. He's going to use it, Brian.
Anyway,
Brian said, don't take
it out of the box.
box.
No, I'm using it, Brian. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. William is playing. He's a player. So, look at that. Oh, they're bigger than I thought. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, pretty good size. Cool. People have alternate uses for these. Some people use them as like keyboard mats or things like that as well. But big fan. I love that I was able to get able to get one. But here's the Maui play mat. Very detailed. I love the art. There's these.
Oh yeah.
Reared back ready to sling his
very nice. Yeah, I didn't realize the play mats were that big. I don't know why I didn't. I would have thought. What is it made out of? It's like a.
It's like a. Yes, exactly. And the kind of logo there in the bottom corner there. But,
and the corners are rounded. Yeah. How cool is that?
So, really nice material. Feels good. For comparison, here's I got this a few years back. Dropped everything on my desk here. These are like dive suit fabrics. So let me flip it around here. You can see the material there. Hold it up.
Yeah, neoprene. I think is what that's called. Like a mouse mat. Like mouse mats are made of.
So here, this is from Pokemon Regional Championships from 2016. Just for comparison's sake, here's the Charizard playmat Mega Charizard playmat that I have from that year.
That's cool. Look at the artwork on that. My goodness. Yeah. Charizard's a beautiful Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh, it's I mean, there's a reason he's so popular. And has been since the beginning. But back to, let me get back to the screen here so you actually know what I'm talking about. So.
Oh my goodness! Really, Kevin? Wow.
Oh wow! My goodness.
I'm sure you have a story.
On the screen here, the 2 starter decks. So previously we had Cinderella and Simba, or my bad, Aurora. So many people have made that mistake. Aurora and Simba. And then we had Mickey and Moana. That was the other. Here's 2 of the 3. And then 3 out of 3 is Cruella and Aladdin. Which is funny, with both Aurora and Aladdin, people were like, who are those characters? Because, Aladdin's look at his hair. His hair looks really nice here. We don't really see him, featured, in this type of outfit. Just that.
Yeah, I thought he might be Aurora's prince, Philip. Yeah. I was thinking he might be Aurora's prince.
Anyway, so you can see here back on the screen, the one of the starter decks for Chapter 2 will feature the Evil Queen and Gaston, which the Gaston that Gaston. So see, the cool thing with Lorcana is that they have a bit of creative freedom, if you will, and so Gaston that's featured on this box here with the Evil Queen is actually called Gaston Intellectual Mastermind. And so he's holding his finger up to a chalkboard, and there's a drawing of him. He's got storm clouds over Beast Castle drawn on the board, and shows them storming the castle. And then it shows him, the Beast with his eyes, X'd, and then it shows him. There's an equal sign, and has him next to Belle, all scribbled on the chalkboard there. It's really funny.
That is
welcome in,
Dave.
Welcome in, Dave. Let me get you written down here, Dave.
Let's see. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. That's funny. Now, does he have any special powers or?
So yes, it would. We don't have enough time on this stream to walk through all the powers and everything, because that's definitely a discussion for another time. But hey, Pete, welcome in. The other starter deck features Merlin from Sword in the Stone, and then on the bottom you see a different version of Tiana. And so, all these were, announced today. There'd been some chatter, on social media.
Oh, thanks.
And sure enough, some of it actually ended up being true. What do you know? But let's see here. And then
likes
again,
my mug.
There's the oh, nice. Which mug do you have?
I've got the Toy Story, the Pixar
ball.
Oh
yeah, that's a great one.
It's a nice
yeah.
one.
Oh yeah, it's large mug too. You'd be able to heat up some soup in it.
Well, I do eat soup out of this. Yeah. It's that big. Really cool.
But again, you have the Disney 100th anniversary box there on the right. I can't remember the official name of the box. They have the gift set from Chapter 1, and then the Illumineers Trove from Chapter 2, and the Illumineers Trove also in Chapter 1.
Yeah. We're obviously talking about Lorcana, but thanks, Pete, for popping in. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Hoping to see you real soon.
So here's the Illumineers Trove, which features the Queen of Hearts, Raya from Raya and the Last Dragon, which I'm excited about. I don't feel like Raya gets enough love. And then Beast, obviously, from Beauty and the Beast. So that is actually, so this is the Season 2, Rise of the Floodborn, or Chapter 2, Rise of the Floodborn, Illumineers Trove. And so here's the box from season or Chapter 1 here. You've got Maleficent, Brave Little Tailor, Mickey, and then Elsa. So here's the Illumineers Trove from the.
I'll just have to say, guys, I cannot tell you how much I'm loving the artwork on these cards.
Yeah,
I absolutely love that these animators or whomever drew these artists were given that freedom to kind of like, this is Aladdin, guys, and this is a costume that we don't see him in. This is not his normal look. So they still look like themselves, but they're going to have different different
interpretation.
Different
interpretation than you usually see them.
It's really cool.
Next, we have the play mats, and again, we said the characters, presented a bit differently. These play mats are incredible. I'm a big fan of both of these. If I could get my hands on both of these, I feel like I have to have them. You've got Beast.
That is Chernabog, for crying out loud.
Well, no, you have the Beast there.
Chernabog.
It's the Beast.
It's Beast. Now see.
And so he's posing like a gargoyle, and a lot of people have thought that this was a nod towards gargoyles potentially.
Man. He looks. I thought he would. I glanced at it. I put it up. Man, look how cool.
Oh yeah, and you've got the storm. Lightning striking behind him and storm clouds and the rain. And that's a great looking play mat. And then on the right here, you have Winnie the Pooh with a giant honeycomb stick, and he's like force wielding some honey behind him.
So cool. He's doing the Doctor Strange thing.
Yeah, spirals of honey. And then you've got the honeybees also have gathered. And so this one's pretty funny. Both of these are fantastic designs. If I can get my hands on both of them, because I enjoy both characters, then I probably will.
You should be able to do that at some point.
Yeah. And so, big fan. There's a lot of neat cards, a lot of neat mechanics. There's a better picture there of the 2 starter decks.
Okay, now this is this is the second series.
Yes, it's Chapter 2, Rise of the Floodborn.
Yeah, so the first round of cards has already released to the smaller card shops and the large retailers, and they have gone like hotcakes.
They have.
It was not with any small effort that we were able to get what we got. So now the second series is going to drop, and Robbinsburger. There is the name that I couldn't come up with earlier. For some reason. It just wasn't coming. I had Disney brain, y'all, when when I first started. Nothing was coming to me. Robbinsburger has promised that they are going to print a lot of product.
Yeah.
So they want to get these cards into the hands of players, not just resellers. So we're really excited about that.
Yes, absolutely. So they've said that, a local card shop that I've been in contact with said that they're expecting to get something, later this week, some sort of shipment between now and Friday, if not on Friday as well. And so, keep an eye out, if you have a local card shop, go poke your head in, go check out the shop.
Definitely.
For example, a local card shop, close to me, I showed up. I'd never been there before, never heard of it, didn't know it was there, just because it wasn't on my, normal paths, normal streets that I drive on. And anyway, this game helped me find that shop, and it's a really, really cool shop. And so, I'm going to be checking them out. They have a group that plays Lorcana every Saturday around 11. And so hopefully be able to drop in and play with them at some point. And then also too, he said, he said that whenever they do get their stock in, the people that show up, do a shop and play, are going to get first dibs. And so, I mean, that's completely fair. It's a way for, to help grow brand loyalty for the shop and, and help them, boost those sales for these smaller shops. So.
Well, and I found 2 of the starter decks for the first series at one of our local card shops. So, check, by all means, guys, check your local card shops.
Again, there's a store locator on the Lorcana website.
Yeah.
And so that'll help you just punch in your address, set the distance, radius away, and see if any are close to you. But yeah, check them out. And so I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to it. I need to do some unboxings, obviously. You've never heard me say that before on this channel, but I'm due for some unboxings. I'm itching to find out what I have here because I've not unboxed any of this. A really unique thing about the starter decks for Lorcana is they have a pack also. Pokemon isn't that way. It just comes with the 60 card deck. And usually a little paper play mat, maybe a coin or something like that. But Lorcana comes with a pack of, 12 cards. And so, that kind of changes things a little bit. It, adds a little bit of variety. So you get a 60 card deck and then you get to open a pack. So, depending on what you pull in the back, you could potentially, think about subbing some things in, taking some things out of the pre-constructed deck. And anyway, very cool. But
what, Tina?
I don't know.
What did you think you just heard?
I don't know. But yes, I need to. She's probably making a joke about the unboxings.
Oh, the unboxings.
Anyway, here's
William's desk. William's desk sits on a mountain.
It does.
Unboxed, unboxed pens.
It holds up my desk as all the things that I need to unbox and film unboxings for it.
I wouldn't be surprised if you've got some wishables hid out under there.
Surprisingly, I've been peer pressured into doing live unboxings of the wishables. So there are no wishables that have been unboxed. So that have not been unboxed rather. I'm really
looking forward to hopefully in your spare time, William, you'll get time to to do an unboxing, much like you did. William did an unboxing of Pokemon cards. So he's a huge Pokemon fan. That's on the channel if you guys want to watch that. What was that? It was a
celebration set.
Celebration set.
Yeah, it was I think 25th. I want to say 25th anniversary of Pokemon. It may be 30th. Surely not. I think it's 25th. Day. So
oh my goodness. Yeah. But, so hopefully he'll get to do the Lorcana as well, because it's managed, as I said, to get quite a bit of product, and we're very excited about it.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
Maybe I could find, maybe I could find, that would be really cool. Maybe, we have 2 card shops here in town that sell it. Maybe one of them plays too, maybe one of them plays.
Yeah, definitely check it out for sure.
Check into that. And learn to play.
Because I guarantee there'd be people, if you don't know how to play, or you're a little bit fuzzy on some rules, it always helps to play with people who are a bit more tenured, when it comes to card games, because they can help kind of explain some of the mechanics and things with you. And so like I said, I'm looking forward to playing with people. Some people have made the jump from. There's a game called Magic the Gathering that's been big for a very long time. Some people are making the jump from Magic over to Lorcana, and so some people are very, very tenured when it comes to playing card games. So it's always good to learn from people like that. Especially if you're new.
Definitely.
And so here on the screen here we have the Mulan, which is pretty cool. She's dressed in her warrior outfit, kind of the pink disguise. But pretty neat. You got kind of a flaming glow behind her. She's wielding a sword here. So these are one of the card sleeves and deck boxes. And then next, which this one's beautiful. You have Sisu.
Yes.
And the orb there. But you have Sisu, the dragon from Raya and the Last Dragon. Really pretty blue color on this deck box, and then the deck sleeves as well. So really, really pretty. I think I think Chapter 2 looks great. Again here, this was the speculation tweet that I'd found and passed on to Mom. And sure enough, something on the internet you read actually ended up being right. The rumors were true, and so the starter decks, did not actually feature the characters they thought, but the accessories do. Beauty and the Beast is the play mat. Winnie the Pooh's the play mat. Mulan and Sisu are the deck, card sleeves and deck box. So, and the release dates are right too. November 17th pre-release to local game stores, and then December 1st the full release to the big box stores.
Whoever tweeted that out may have had some inside
little bit of
information there. But Pam, oh my goodness, you've never watched Raya? Oh,
Raya's solid. I wish that
Raya is solid.
Yeah,
it is.
Honestly, whenever Raya was released, I feel like the message, overall theme of the movie was very appropriate for the time. And I wish that I say that I wish it had gotten more eyes. I don't know how many people actually watched the movie, but it's a solid movie.
It is. So, I love it. I loved it, Tina. I did too. And I'll have to say, now, William knows this because I absolutely fell in love with the character Sisu because of the little gal that voices her.
Awkwafina.
It's Awkwafina voices Sisu. Oh my goodness, y'all! It's just precious. It's absolutely Pam. Homework, hon. Before next Tuesday, go watch Raya and let us know. You will love it. I promise you will love it. Go watch it.
Yeah. Pretty good. Little bit of a slow. There are a couple slower portions of the movie, but it's solid.
Yeah. The story is beautiful. It's interesting. It's adventurous.
Yeah.
It's just a great. And it's
some neat characters thrown in there, some neat side characters,
and it's a new story.
Yeah,
it's not a recycled story; it's a brand new story. It's the animation is gorgeous. It's a win-win. You'll love it, Pam. Trust me. So, by all means, go watch it and tell me how you love Sisu, because you will.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So D23 guys. This was what they shared. This is up on the big screen, obviously. Day 23 is the Disney fan event, the Expo.
Yes.
I think they maybe called it something else, but the Expo, they normally call it an Expo, is happening.
Destination D23.
Is
oh yeah, my bad. D23 for my bad. Next year.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yes. This is for next year,
and it's supposed to be larger next year. More than an Expo.
Yes, yeah. We talked a little bit about the expos in Anaheim being bigger than the destination events, which is what we had in Walt Disney World this year. But that will be in 2024, August 9th, 10th, and 11th. And that is the big expo. So,
yes.
At any rate, did we lose it?
Sorry, I'm adding it back. I shared it the wrong way the first time. I like to share it where I can.
Gotcha.
Where I can still do other things in the background.
That's good. That's a good idea. I need to play with that so that I need to tell me. I just never have played with it a whole lot. But at any rate, there we go. That is definitely something to look forward to. I actually looked to getting tickets for this year's event, and I waited too long. I just waited too long.
I wish, man, if I could have gone to this year's event and gotten the Brave Little Tailor Mickey card, the D23 Mickey card, those things, I wouldn't have sold it, but they're worth a pretty penny. They immediately started selling for hundreds of bucks, and then people started grading them, and they started selling them for way more than that. So, I wish I could have got my hands on one of those.
Yeah, that would have been nice. At some point, we'll make it to a D23 expo or a fan event. But at any rate, the next slide, William.
All right.
And let's see. Let me go over here and look. Let me catch up, y'all, to where I'm supposed to be. Okay. Josh tomorrow, guys, made the announcement. Made most of these announcements at the expo. At the Destination D23. And, came on stage as he normally does, talked about a lot of things that are coming. We're going to cover all of them, pretty much everything that they talked about. We have a slide for it, and we're going to just go over these right quick and just make some quick comments. If you have a comment, by all means, let us know how you feel about some of this new stuff that they have coming. Some of it is blue sky, which means or they're blue sky projects, which means they are very much in the preliminary planning stages and nothing solid, but it's just an idea. But at any rate, go to the next slide there, William. They shared a good bit. Not, again, the announcements weren't nearly as big as they would be, as they probably would be like next year. They'll have the larger announcements next year. And I feel like because of a little theme park that is going in not too far from Walt Disney World property next year, they need to, I feel like they'll have to step up their game.
Yeah.
I really do, at the expo next year.
Yeah.
So we had several things going on. The first of which was the Hatbox Ghost is finally going to materialize at the Haunted Mansion in Magic Kingdom in late November.
Yeah.
I must say I'm extremely disappointed that the Hatbox Ghost is not going to be there before Halloween. I think I think they really could have done that. So chop Disney, get your timing there, but he is going to be there. We're really excited about having him. We've shared with you he's going to be now in Disneyland. He is at the attic scene where Constance Hatchaway is, the homicidal bride in the Haunted Mansion. is he's at the end. It's just before you fall out of the attic. He's right there at the end of the attic scene. In Walt Disney World, he is going to go in beside the Donald Duck chair, if you will, and the endless hallway where the candelabra's floating. That's where he's going to go.
Mm.
So he'll be, I think, to the left of that hallway. Now they have, they have plenty of room there, so we'll get a good look at him. We'll get a good long look at him, which is
interesting.
Really good, so.
Yeah, it's interesting because many people have been like, have said you don't actually see any of the ghosts because they haven't materialized yet because Leota hasn't summoned them.
Right.
And so it's interesting, I've seen several people being like, which Imagineer forgot that we don't actually see any ghosts until after the seance, Madame Leota seance room. And so, I thought, it's kind of funny. But yeah, I've thought the positioning, is definitely an interesting choice.
Yes.
And the concept art looks pretty cool. Kind of the glowing, ominous door behind him.
Yeah. If you go to the next slide, I've got there's some concept art there. Tina, the Donald Duck chair is the chair. That's the chair that what they call it, the Donald Duck chair. It's kind of this funky chair that Rolly Crump designed. It sits just to the left of
it's on the
hallway. Yeah. And they call it the Donald Duck chair because the pattern on it, how Rolly Crump did that funky artwork, it actually does kind of resemble Donald Duck. So they call it the Donald Duck chair. So this Hatbox Ghost is going to go right there. Now, fans don't miss anything, guys. In this particular picture, they have pointed out that they did not draw in the candelabra. So, Miss Najuma, welcome.
Welcome in.
Miss Najuma. Thanks for being here. It's a treat to see you. So yeah, they're there. Anyway, we're excited about that. End of November, guys. I will be there. I will be there. Well, not the end of November. I'll be there the middle of November. So I'll have to go back pretty quick to see the Hatbox Ghost. So next we have, and you guys know how excited we are about that. That's going to be so cool to have finally, after all these years, to have him in Walt Disney World. On the next slide.
Sorry, I'm zooming in here. I'm going to share this tab real quick to give Tina a bit of, and others in the chat, a refresher. Here's the chair in question. Yeah. So it's pretty abstract, but you can kind of see it if the longer you look at it. That the top there is his hat, the bottom is his bill, and his eyes there in the middle. So there you go. That's the Haunted Mansion Donald Duck chair, if you will. Back to our slideshow. Oh, can you hear? I think you're on mute, Mom.
Oh yeah, I was.
There you go. All right.
I was accidental.
So I don't know what you said in the last 30 seconds, but.
Well, that's Rolly Crump just designed that funky chair. So it was supposed to go like in the Hall of Weird. When he was coming up with ideas for the Haunted Mansion, he wanted a museum of the weird in it, and some of his ideas from that made it into the Haunted Mansion. A lot of his ideas made it in there. Though they didn't have, officially a Museum of the Weird, but that chair definitely made it in there. So at any rate, okay. It does look a little bit like Donald Duck.
Okay. Yeah.
So Te Fiti, we know they have been having cast member previews, guys, for
check out
the journey. Yeah, the Journey of Water, inspired by Moana, of course. This is a brand new walkthrough attraction at Epcot, and it will have its grand opening on October 16th, 2023. So That's going to be really exciting. I will see this. I'll be there on the 28th, so I'll be there not long after after this opens. Guess we'll be able to meet Moana near Journey of Water starting October 16th. So I hope this is good. I have not watched any of our live streamers. Have you seen any of the live streaming on this?
No, just Our Dreams vlog.
Yeah, I need to watch that. Absolutely.
And then one other one as well.
Yeah, I definitely need to watch that. But this is, again, it's supposed to be like an interactive attraction. It's walk through. The ground's like absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. And we all know that Epcot needs as much shade as it can get. So I'm excited about the trip.
Yeah, this is true.
This giant topiary of Te Fiti is gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely. Yeah. She's beautiful. So that's coming, guys. That will open to the public October 16th. And the meet and greet will start apparently the same day. So with Moana.
I do think it's an interesting choice to have this specific attraction, A, positioned where it's positioned in Epcot, and then B, that it's in Epcot at all. I definitely would have thought it'd be something that might have fit a little bit better in Animal Kingdom, but from the vlog that I've, a couple of vlogs that I've watched, it is really pretty. I hope that. Oh, have a good night, Nick. It is really pretty. And hopefully it does give people some shade. I haven't noticed much seating. Granted, they probably don't want people lingering too much, but I think it would be wise, to potentially offer a little bit of seating here and there. Just to, let people kind of sit there and kind of enjoy, the surroundings a bit. But anyway,
maybe they will. I hope they'll add. I hope they'll add some benches.
I think kids will really enjoy it. And so it's neat too. I like and appreciate the intersection of education and entertainment. And it's interactive as well. So I think based on the type of attraction it is, it's really neat, and they've done some neat stuff with it. So neat technologies integrated. So it's a pretty cool attraction.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. It's just gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous, just like she was in the movie. So, and how tall is she? Does anybody know how tall she is?
I don't know.
Very tall. I don't know that I've heard a number on it. We could probably look it up. But at any rate, next we have let's see, Test Track. Okay, I'm happy about this one, guys.
She's 16 feet tall.
16 feet tall. Okay. So
per thelaughingplace.com.
Fun. Okay, she's 16. I thought she was at least 20.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's gorgeous. Test Track is set to be reimagined at Epcot, and it will take inspiration from World of Motion, which replaced it back in the 90s. Now this is going to be interesting. Test Track needs I'm not upset about this one at all. I think this is a good idea. Tina pointed out in another live stream that normally when it's time for Chevy to renegotiate their sponsor contract, they redo it. So that is So this is going to be reimagined. No dates. I don't know. They didn't announce any dates on this. And yes, yay. Figment meet and greet at Epcot.
I was going to say, as long as they, keep the jump scare of almost being, T-boned by an 18-wheel in there, I'm good.
Yeah.
You can always tell who's ridden the ride and who hasn't based on
that's
how people react to that moment. But,
that's true.
I will say one thing, with the current iteration of Test Track, I have always enjoyed the interactive, building your own car. I've always thought it's neat. Driving your own little car, also really neat, especially with the interactive stuff after the ride. and and you can make the little video, with the little music in it and everything. I like all of that. But the ride itself, 100%. Like, I hope they keep some of the interactive aspects of, building your own car. But riding the ride itself, I'm definitely open to them, changing it up for sure.
Yeah. It should be interesting to see what they do. Test Track has been.
So I don't remember World of Motion. I'm not sure that I went whenever it was World of Motion. But I went to the previous iteration of Test Track whenever it was kind of like Crash Dummies.
Right.
Yeah. Car testing, and all of that. I can remember, that ride. She's ridden it 10. Tina's ridden it 10 times and she still jumps. It's funny. But anyway, yeah, they'll get you. What I wasn't prepared for and I thought was pretty funny was, the spoiler alert, but Radiator Springs Racers has the same jump scare.
Yes.
And so anyway, pretty funny.
It does. Same track.
Yeah.
Same track in Disneyland.
But anyway, it's pretty funny. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with it.
I'm too. Yeah, that's a good one. Excited about that one for sure. And next we have the Figment meet and greet at Epcot. Figment is one of those. Figment is the mascot, if you will, of Epcot. Yeah. And most people love him or hate him or know nothing about him.
It's true.
Three categories. Everybody's favorite purple dragon will start meeting with guests at the Imagination Pavilion at Epcot beginning on the 10th. So, so this started, and it actually started I think it actually began on the night of the 9th. But so Figment, you could go.
Yeah, I think there's definitely an early preview. Of people getting to meet Figment.
And I've heard that the lines are really long to meet him. I will say, he's kind of strange looking. I wish they had made him more friendly,
a little bit chunkier,
maybe a little chunkier. Maybe a little
people
cuter.
Did a side by side of old Figment and new Figment, and the old Figment was a bit chunkier.
Yeah, and cuter. Cuter, more friendly looking. I think his eyes are kind of strange. Anyway. Pam says he's creepy. Pam thinks he's creepy. But yeah, I would go meet Figment. I'm not going to stand in line for 4 hours to meet Figment.
No, not a chance.
But we love our characters, so we would probably do that. Now, this is a great announcement, guys. I have huge high hopes for Luminous. The Symphony of Us Luminous is to debut on December 5th.
Okay.
And it is the new nighttime spectacular for Epcot at Walt Disney World. Now did I get that right? December 5th of 2023. It is this will be the big one. It's to replace the one that's there. And again, y'all, my
is it Epcot Forever?
Epcot Forever.
Yeah.
Epcot Forever. It's to replace Epcot Forever, which was in fact a transitional show. Epcot Forever was just kind of a fill-in show between Illuminations, which had run for 18 years, guys, at Epcot. And then they came up with Epcot Forever to kind of fill in the gap until they could roll this out. And we find out that it's called Luminous, which could be, a bit of a nod to Illuminations.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah, so we don't.
Illuminations, and so I feel like it's a little bit of mixture there. Illuminations, and then also Harmonious. And so you kind of luminous, and
luminous. That's true. So it's to be called Luminous, the Symphony of Us. Please, Disney, get this right. Bring us some of the spectacular music that was Illuminations. Illuminations, in my opinion, guys, was probably the best music, and it was written specifically for that fireworks show that has ever come out of Disney. If not the best, it was certainly some of the best. It was absolutely amazing. Yeah. Loved all the music for Harmonious. If you haven't listened to that or watched it, go back in the archives and some of our live streamers and watch it, because the music was incredible. So there's a reason it ran for 18 years, y'all. Anyway, Luminous, the Symphony of Us, is coming December the 5th. We also have a World Celebration. Wow. Okay. Big news, guys. World Celebration at Epcot will open to all guests this December. What? Wow. World Celebration, of course, replacing the huge area there to the left, as you go in, with all the pavilions and what have you. It's gonna be really great to have the walls down. I'm just glad to have the walls down. Okay. I think we're all excited to get rid of Walcott. Yeah. So this, it's a part of a larger Epcot reimagining that's been ongoing for several years. Now, I don't know if this means that all of this may not mean that all the walls are coming down, but we thought when they like gutted the Future World, it was called Future World. That's what it was. When they gutted the whole thing and put up all those walls everywhere, that felt, you needed to kind of do a section at a time. You've bitten off too much, and people are really sick of those walls. So at any rate, World Celebration will open to all guests this December. So at least we've got a few more walls coming down. Yeah. It hopefully it will. This area, that whole area, guys, is supposed to be. They've said there's going to be a concert venue. They've said there will be more, more food kiosks and little kiosks, which those are all over World Showcase. So I don't know what they're going to do. We'll have to wait and see. But Zootopia, guys, a 3D show is in the works for the Tree of Life at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And that, of course, means that it will replace It's Tough to Be a Bug. So how do you feel about this one?
Quite frankly, I don't think a Zootopia. I don't think this show makes sense under the tree.
Under the tree, I don't know.
I think that what they should have done. Granted, it's I'm getting older. A Bug's Life. They already gave A Bug's Land the boot out there to make room. At Disney California Adventure to make room for Avengers Campus, which there are still plenty of people that wish that would have never happened.
That's true.
There's a good number of people, because people always say, Walt said as long as there's imagination left in the world, the parks will never be finished. And
he said Disneyland will never be finished.
Yeah, and so change for change's sake isn't always good. I for one am disappointed to see the Bug's Life show go. I love the big Hopper animatronic. I love that it terrifies my family. Also, I'm going to miss. I hope that they do the. I hope that they. I hope they still somehow fit in the gimmick, whether it's allow the rodents to leave. I hope they still fit in the gimmick where it feels like something's scooting across the seat, getting out of the bench before you. It's funny how many people are just traumatized by the spiders coming down and the stinger, the stingers getting poked in the back. People are just absolutely traumatized by that.
The bug that spits acid at you. Yeah, it's really, I love it. I
enjoy
that Hopper animatronic.
Oh, it's great.
That Hopper animatronic is crazy good.
I feel like I want to say the first time Jillian and I actually did. So I'd written it previously, but she hadn't, and I purposefully got us bottom right-hand corner, right there next to where the animatronic pops up, and I couldn't have been more pleased with my handiwork in that situation.
Oh, no.
But it looks like we're going to have Clawhausen is going to be occupying the space. I have been very disappointed because, a couple trips ago, actually, I want to say last trip, Hopper wasn't working. And I want to say the trip before that, he also wasn't working. So, anyway, he's a big animatronic,
he's fantastic.
And he's great.
I agree with Kevin. Yeah. He's great.
All my Disney Hall of Fame characters. Like, yeah, Pam, there you go. But anyway, Clawhausen, here's the thing,
oh, hey, Amy.
I like having things that are different in the parks. I don't like it when the parks have, the exact same attraction. I wish they'd have done Tron a little bit differently than Shanghai.
Mm-hmm. I do too. Yeah.
But, this Clawhausen animatronic, I guarantee, is going to be exactly like the one coming to Hong Kong Disneyland's Zootopia. And so
probably so.
I guarantee it's going to be a carbon copy, and so anyway, I don't know. Okay, let me pose this question in the chat here. If you were to replace a Bug's Life, it's tough to be a bug. What show would make sense? Given the space, I can kind of
underneath the Tree of Life.
Yeah, underneath the Tree of Life.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd be hard pressed to find something that fits better there. You could say, oh, well, the Tree of Life has all the animals on the on the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, Zootopia, we're going to feature all sorts of animals. I feel like they could have done this.
I said maybe it's going to be a bunny burrow. That's the only thing that I could come up with.
Yeah, maybe
a bunny burrow.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll have some cute 3D glasses, kind of bunny 3D glasses, maybe.
That way.
But
they're changing it, Kevin. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
so we'll see.
I think I like that we're getting Zootopia. I don't like where it is,
right.
But I like that we're getting it.
Right.
I'm going to miss Flick, up there at the top.
Oh, yeah.
Peering out of the hole. I think I still enjoy it. Stuff to be a bug. Many people don't like it. Many people are also seemingly traumatized by it, which I find, very entertaining. But like I said, I see Jillian in the chat here. I mentioned our how I got us right there in the front with the right next to where Hopper jumps out there one time. But anyway,
I think Tina brings up a valid point here.
Yeah,
two things. Disney has always been about theming. And Hollywood Studios has its theme, and Animal Kingdom obviously has its theme, and what have you. Joe Rohde, I realize Joe's gone, and I know things roll on, but Joe Rohde wanted Animal Kingdom to be about real animals.
Yeah.
He wanted Animal Kingdom to be different than the other parks in that he wanted to teach children something real. In Animal Kingdom, which is why it's built the way it is. It's fantastic. It's unmatched in the world, and largely because of the savannah out there with all the animals on it. But he did not want the IP in the parks. Okay,
Welcome in, Amy.
Has already, begun inserting IP into Animal Kingdom. Okay.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that Zootopia might go into Dino Land. We're going to talk about Dino Land too.
Yeah, that's where I thought that it would go.
I thought it might go into Dino Land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they could have done some little kids rides. We got Blue Sky, last year there were Blue Sky projects announced for Moana and Zootopia for that area.
Right. That's true.
And we covered that, last year.
That's true. The last year. Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, I that's one thing that I will say I don't like. I don't like that the new Imagineers seem to be just mixing everything so that there's no continuity of themes. I don't like that, but at any rate. So no, Dean, it's a cartoon, buddy.
Yeah. Kevin says, please don't replace It's Tough to Be a Bug. It's one of my favorites. There we go. Some solidarity there. Yes, Tina, bug belong under the tree. I missed some of these comments, so I'm going back and highlighting them.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. Anyway, it's I'm excited for Zootopia. I'm excited for something new. I hate that it's replacing It's Tough to Be a Bug. But anyway, it's a bit of a bummer, and it's something else, something else I will have experienced. I'm glad Wyatt got to do, it's Tough to Be a Bug also. But I wish the Hopper animatronic would have worked because it, would have, would have burned, would have burned a Mr. Toad like, impression into his mind. Like I have.
I think, I really think that Zootopia would have been a great choice for Dino Land as a replacement for Dino. I mean, it's Zootopia. It's animals. Zootopia is about animals. So I think it would have been I think it would have fit better in the Dino Land area. But we're going to talk about what they're going to put in there. So next we have Dino Land and what they're going to do there. Blue Sky announcement. They're going to reimagine Dino Land USA into a tropical American themed land. Okay.
Yeah, Central American themed.
Central American. Okay, there's a missing word. A tropical Central American themed land will feature stories from Encanto and Indiana Jones franchises. Okay, folks. Zootopia fits a lot better into Dino Land than Encanto and Indiana Jones.
I'm so confused.
I'm so confused at this
I'm so
point.
confused.
Right.
Why? You already have an expansion plan for Magic Kingdom, and supposedly it's going to be the biggest one the company's ever done. Or that Disney World's ever seen. I put it there. Encanto makes 0 sense in Animal Kingdom, and there's 0 sense.
Zero. Zero.
And then Indiana Jones, I'm glad that I'm sure
Hollywood
they're going to
Studios. We've already got Indiana Jones, and Hollywood Studios.
I'm glad. I'm glad that they're most likely. This probably means they're going to overhaul Dinosaur. And probably line it up with, align it with the one that's at Disneyland, which is a fantastic ride, by the way. I can't wait to ride it with the enhanced features that they've added to the ride this year. I've not watched a vlog on it, so I look forward to experiencing it in person. This just makes no sense, I mean, you have, granted, I will say this, you do have Asia, you do have Africa. And so, there are, a couple of, continents represented. But it's just a head scratcher. I don't understand why they're doing it there. Aside from what Dean says here on screen, not every ride should be an IP. They should be able to create something original, and that's something that,
so true.
that is incredibly true. It's, previously, and in years past, the rides were what created IP. We had a Pirates of the Caribbean ride before we had a Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
That's true.
And then the movie was so good, they actually themed a version of the ride after the movie.
Yeah.
Which was themed after the ride in the first place. So kind of an Inception thing going on there. But it was the reverse. We have 2 Haunted Mansion movies now. We had a Jungle Cruise movie. We have Tomorrowland movie. And so it always worked the other way around. It's been quite some time since we've got something that wasn't, already inspired by existing IP. I don't even know when the last time we got something, gotten a ride that was, an original concept released.
Well, and it seems like Disney is moving towards taking out all the rides that are original concept. So, and I don't necessarily like that. I don't think I agree with Dean 100%. I don't think everything has to be IP. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. You've got enough IP there. You've got enough IP. But we're gonna get a little further into this. But that's kind of what they're thinking on this one. Star Tours. Okay, Star Tours over in Hollywood Studios. This is a good one. I do love this. Ahsoka Tano.
There.
Yeah, I've got it well up. Yeah,
sorry.
Let's not move on.
I fell behind there. There's some pictures of Dino Land. Here's Mom and Russ of Walt in the World with Russ here.
Yeah.
Dinorama. Chester and Hester's Dinorama there.
Yeah.
Star Tours. I finally got caught up here. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's Star Tours. Yeah. I just wanted to include those pictures of because I told Russ we were walking through and I said we need to take some pictures in here because it's going away. I'm sure of it. But yes, that Star Tours. This is a good one, guys. They're adding Ahsoka Tano to Star Tours. And thank you, Dean, for this graphic. Dean shared this on his show a couple of nights ago, and we both kind of had the same thought. When I saw this piece, now a lot of these pictures, guys, came from WDWNT, and they were the slides that were shared in the original presentation done by Josh tomorrow. So, but why they didn't include Ahsoka? This slide did not include Ahsoka at first, and it's all about Ahsoka because they're adding her to Star Tours. So, Dean stuck her in there. So I think that's good.
What I would love to see here, if they decide to go with, which they will, I'm assuming, if they decide to go with Rosario Dawson Ahsoka, I would love for them to feature like some sort of rebel that she talks to, or something like that. I would love for it to be Ashley Eckstein.
Gosh, yes.
I would love if they could somehow fit her in.
Yeah,
because that would be a real treat.
Excellent idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would love, even if she's just dressed in like, rebel clothes or something like that. I would love to see, Ahsoka, both Ahsokas represented.
Yeah. Yeah. I would. I think that would be fantastic. Such a fan favorite, such a crowd pleaser there. I would absolutely love that. I think that would be that would just be fantastic. So let's see.
I'm excited. Star Tours. I need to know. I've not looked it up, but there was a period of time. There's a period of time where they were cycling. A bunch of different potential planets, and scenarios that you run into. And so, I'm not sure what the current, cycle is, whether or not it is that way still. Because they, the movies, the sequel trilogy characters released, or these, sequel trilogy movies came out, and they would they'd add those planets in,
Right.
And feature those prominently. But, it's cool because you could go to like Kashyyyk and see like the Wookiees there.
Yeah.
There are other, planets that you would visit. So I don't know. Again, I don't know what the current cycle is with Star Tours, but I'm excited, for more adventures on, in Star Tours.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and I love your idea about them somehow including Rosario Dawson and Ashley Eckstein. I think that is a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Okay, next, guys. Let's see, what is next? What is that? Oh, the private island. Yes. Yeah. Disney has, now this has been announced before, guys. You may have seen this, but they covered it a little bit more in depth at D23. Disney has purchased a new private island. They have a private island that they go to. Disney Cruise Line goes to, it's called Castaway Cay. And they have announced that they have bought another one. It's a Bahamian island, newly developed Lighthouse Point location will be called Disney Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. So that's this concept art there. Disney Cruise Line is probably the one piece of the Disney empire that not many people complain about because it's really done well.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. On the next slide, they also announced the next ship that will be developed for the cruise line. The next ship in the fleet. It will be called the Adventure. So that's going to be exciting. I think this will do maybe an Asian. I think this is going to do an Asian itinerary. But maybe Singapore, that direction. Of course, the Treasure, guys. The Treasure is the next one that's under where we're getting a lot more information on the Treasure, and it's getting closer to completion. So the Treasure will be the next one launched. The Adventure is coming. So fun stuff, good stuff. Really.
Let's see here. Have a good night, Dean. Thanks for being here.
So we got our first look there at the, now also we got our first look at, I don't know, let's see, where are we on the, I'm behind. Somehow my internet is kind of laggy. All of what it looks like to you, but my internet is a little bit laggy.
Yeah,
we got our first look.
Your audio's been fine, but your picture has been a bit jumpy on my screen. I wasn't sure if it was me or you.
No, I think it's me.
Yeah,
it's kind of odd. But anyway, we got our first look at the world jumping vehicle that will be used in the new Avengers campus attraction at Disney California Adventure. So they haven't given us just a ton of information about this, but there will be a new attraction put into Avengers Campus. And that they really need it, I think. So,
I think so too. That's the other thing too, is there were so many rides, so many kids rides at A Bug's Land. There were so many kids rides at A Bug's Land that they replaced it, and you have the Spider-Man ride, and then you already had the the tower, the Mission Breakout Tower. And so, I mean, it's, I think that's part of the reason people were upset is, you wiped out this big space, and also, took out several rides and a showroom, I think they had, maybe they had some iteration of It's Tough to Be a Bug. I want to say there was a big showroom. We didn't do it whenever we went in 2017, but there was a big showroom, and I feel like they maybe had something similar to It's Tough to Be a Bug, maybe. But anyway, could be wrong. Could be completely, remembering that incorrectly. But we did ride, the tuck and roll little bumper cart ride, and a couple of the other rides there in A Bug's Land. Welcome in, Flo. Yeah, with this one, I assume this is still related to the, they announced King Thanos. There was a, different, different universe where, you and the Avengers would battle King Thanos. And so I assume that this is still connected to that. But anyway, it's a neat looking ride vehicle. So looking forward to seeing what they do with it.
It is, yeah. So that one's on the drawing board, guys. The Louis animatronic. This is for this is an animatronic that's going into Tiana's Bayou Adventure. This is Louis the alligator, and this is the inner workings and the guts for Louis. They'll have to put his skin on, of course, but
you can see him taking shape.
He's definitely taken shape, and I'm sure Splash Mountain guys had a lot of animatronics and a lot of moving parts. Now, over the past few years, so many of those animatronics had gone down, and they did repair them, which was very disappointing. Walt would absolutely not approve of that. But so I'm hoping that that they will include a lot of animatronics in Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Yeah, I hope so too.
And I love Louis. I love Louis as a character. He's hilarious. Yeah. So
welcome in, Stacey.
I really hope this is going to be fun. I have high hopes for Tiana. It needs to be good because I hated to lose Splash, and I felt like they've got plenty of room. We've talked about this before. They could have put Tiana's Bayou Adventure somewhere else and hung on to Splash, but they chose not to. So at any rate, this is Louis, and this is the guts of the animatronic. So you can see his teeth there and his eyes. He looks really cool. So I hope Louis is playing the trumpet.
Yeah, me too.
I really do. So that's gonna be fun. Let's see what's next. Pirates of the Caribbean Tavern has been announced for Magic Kingdom, featuring the return of Pegleg Pete, also known as the Barker Bird, who was once stationed outside the attraction. Now, I will have to say, I'm sure that when they say tavern, they mean tavern.
Yeah.
And I'm totally not enthusiastic about more booze in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
I'm not enough. You can drink around the world. You can do all that. We have trouble in the parks because of this. I realize that a lot of people drink, but guys, it's Magic Kingdom. Can there not be one place on the planet where we don't drink? It's primarily for children. They've had, they've had some trouble, a lot of trouble in Epcot. They keep that under wraps, but they've had trouble in Epcot because of the drinking. Yeah. I'm not crazy about this idea at all. Yeah. I don't, I'll just be honest with you. I don't like it, especially going into Magic Kingdom. But
I wonder if Pegleg Pete's going to be featured like a DJ Rex type, character.
Could be.
He's just going to be kind of in there chattering, and maybe he's going to be leading shanties, singing songs. I almost wonder if this is going to be kind of, Pirates of the Caribbean Ogas, essentially.
Oh, Pam, there has to be a Ray at Tiana's. Ray has to be there.
Yeah. Well, they've got him in the little tiara, the little crown. They've got the, Evangeline and Ray. They've got the two little stars for them there. But yeah, I would love more of Ray. And again, Ray is Jim Cummings, Disney legend.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah.
Goodness. Another one of his iconic characters.
Yes, my goodness, Jim Cummings.
But
amazing Jim Cummings.
I love pirates.
I do too.
I love Pirates a whole lot. And I mean, you're 100% right. Like, I'm not thrilled, with allowing people to have, another avenue to make complete fools of themselves.
Right.
But I do think the theming's probably going to be awesome. I'm very intrigued to see what they do with it. But anyway, hopefully, hopefully, people will be reasonable. And, I would really appreciate if they would add some sort of limitations, here.
Yeah. I would, well, that's true. Now, time-wise, Stacy, that's true. This is after.
Well, it's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That doesn't mean he can't speak to us from the great beyond other than being a star.
Sure, he could be a Force ghost.
We can do whatever we want.
We can do whatever we want because, absolutely, it's all fantasy, y'all.
Yeah.
So that would be, I mean, Disney doesn't stick to its own rules anyway. So
this is true.
But
the rules are made up and the points don't matter. I think it's whose line in it. Whose line is it anyway?
Seems to be where we are. Soarin' over California is going to return temporarily to Epcot this month. I'm excited about this.
I was shocked to see this, and honestly, I'm surprised they don't kind of swap them out more often. Frankly, I mean, aside from the motions of the vehicle and the smells and stuff, like you're just projecting on a big screen, like
right.
Aside from the little motions of the ride vehicle, there's really not just a ton of variation, in this and the other one.
Yeah, I like Soaring Over California. It's just it's nice to be able to have that at Walt Disney World, so people in Florida can see this. I'm excited that that's coming back, however temporarily, or to Walt Disney World for a time. So so that's going to be fun. Okay, and just a couple more guys, and we're done. Asha, the character from Wish, which I have not seen. I have not.
None of us have seen it.
It's not out because it's not out yet.
It's not out yet.
When is it?
I think this little it's supposed to be a goat, right? I think it's supposed to be a goat.
Yes.
Yes. It's really, really cute. I will say that.
Sidekick. It's adorable.
I know nothing about this character. I think there's been some sort of little teaser. I think that Chris Pine, I think, is in this movie also. And so that gives you incentive to watch it, Mom. I don't know. I don't know much about this movie, but I do think that it's pretty bold of them to say, "Oh, we're just going to go ahead and roll out a meet and greet." But anyway, I'm sure, I think that they think that this is, probably going to be a hit. So we shall see. Now, I will say this, they've announced a meet and greet for something we haven't seen yet. Back in my day at the animation courtyard, there was an area, in what is now Star Wars Launch Bay. There was an area where you could go to meet characters from new movies that had recently been released. Which is where I met Frozone and Mr. and Mrs. Incredible, and I met Rhino, Bolt, and Mittens from Bolt.
Yeah,
and also you and I met. I wish that the picture had processed, but picture was terrible. But we met Hero and Baymax back before it was cool to meet Hero and Baymax.
Anyway, and I don't think you can even meet Hero anymore. Yeah. It's just Baymax.
Well, I think you can now at Disney California Adventure. Since they added San Francisco, I believe you can meet Hero as well.
That makes sense.
So
yeah.
But anyway, back in my day, before any of those movies took off, you could meet those characters from shows that were more recent. And I think honestly, that's something that I'd like to see them bring back. Because it is cool, and it helps get people excited about these, newer movies. And so anyway, and it's, something that's kind of, it's seasonal, it's time based.
That's true.
So, it rotates over time. So, as new, new things release, something that I've always felt that they should do is incorporate more of whatever's popular at the time, with the kids, like like Wyatt, like he loves the Puppy Dog Pals, they should have some sort of Puppy Dog Pals meet and greet.
Oh, I agree. The Disney Junior pieces would the kids would love that. Yeah, they definitely should. And so many of those, William, I mean, those are things that the younger children can actually watch.
Yeah.
So,
it's like Spidey and His Amazing Friends also.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes.
I know that you run into some sort of the issues with the Marvel contract with Universal.
Right.
But still, I think I don't know the specifics of the deal, but I for sure think you could incorporate, some sort of meet and greet. They've done a couple of seasons of that show now. Also,
and it's good. It's a good show.
Yeah,
it's a good show.
Oh, the new Star Wars show, Young Jedi Adventures. I would like to see them. Yeah. I'd like to see them kind of roll in these shows that they're specifically pointing at little kids.
They're really cute. They're really cute. I agree.
That's what I'd like to see them do. But yeah, I hope this movie's good. I think the little goat in a onesie is adorable.
Yeah. Well, now I'll have to say, I said I haven't seen this one yet, guys. This is a statement that comes from the fact that I haven't seen several of the more recent Disney features. And I'm not sure. We could probably look up and see when this one is coming out. But I hope this is a good one. I hope this is kind of in line with Raya and the Last Dragon, which was really, really good.
Wish releases November 22nd, 2023.
Okay. So
Buck, which I don't know who Buck, and I'm not sure. Chris Buck is one of the directors. Buck is known for also helping co-direct other Disney movies such as Tarzan and Frozen 2.
Okay.
So, there we go.
Okay.
Has a budget of $200 million. Let's see. Ariana DeBose voices Asha. Chris Pine voices King Magnifico. That's fancy. Alan Tudyk.
I love Chris Pine.
Alan Tudyk. K2SO. Hey. I think he did the noises. Maybe he did the noises for Pua too. I can't remember. But anyway, he's done plenty of stuff. What is it?
Alan Tudyk's fantastic.
He's the mayor of Weaselton, and then also Duke Wesselton. Sorry, the Duke of Wesselton, and then Duke Weaselton in Zootopia. So he's
which
also
is great crossover there.
Featured as a Valentino. So some familiar faces working on this project. So yes, November 22nd, 2023. So we have that to look forward to. Hope it's good.
Just after my trip.
Yeah.
So, cool. All right. So that that's coming, guys. Asha from Wish, and we'll see, how that one goes. Hopefully that'll be a good one.
Yeah.
We also have just a couple of merch announcements here, and then we're done, guys. Skeleton Mickey popcorn bucket is now available at Walt Disney World.
Very cute.
After debuting at Disneyland. It's really cute. It's Bones. We got to have Mickey Bones. And it's available at Walt Disney World. Popcorn carts in Magic Kingdom. It's $24. And this is the front. And look, he's holding the cute little trick-or-treat pumpkin with some candy in it. And then the next slide shows the back.
Okay.
And also the
lanyard.
The little lanyard, part, the strap that comes with it. So
I'm a big fan. You'll have to keep an eye out for this. Hopefully they'll sell out.
Yes. I'm gonna check this out and see. I like this. I think we need Mickey Bones. We need Mickey Bones.
Very cute.
Yeah, I think I need that one too. And they've this is a good thing, guys. They've added some Ahsoka merch, so that's exciting. Got some plushies down there, and got some pullovers and T-shirts and things of that nature. So I'm going to be looking for some of that too, guys. We need a really, really well designed Spirit jersey.
Yeah,
that's what we need. We need a
really well very much like this hoodie on the right here. It needs to have the designs of her. That escapes me. Leku. There we go.
Leku. Yeah. So that's gonna
neat merch there. The plush is really cute.
Yeah, plushies. Oh, gotta chill. The plushies are really cute. I'm excited about it. But yeah, it's gonna be that. I'm gonna be looking for those. Obviously,
I'm gonna be up late because I need to go ahead and watch Ahsoka. Part 5.
Are you
tonight?
Okay.
I need to watch it tonight because if I don't, I'm gonna forget and get on social media, and then somebody's gonna ruin it for me.
That's true. That is true. I probably need to watch it tonight too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Let's see, and then here's the end. Remember to like and subscribe.
I know. Chris Pine's dad is. That is so cool. Yeah, that was really cool. So yeah, this is that's the end of the slideshow, guys, and the end of those announcements. That was everything that came out of D23. Some things we're real excited about. And which one I forgot? That the big one.
Oh, I know what you forgot. I figured you left it out on purpose.
I have Disney brain. Should we just skip over it or
save it for next week because it's it's 11 o'clock Central, which it's 12 o'clock. We're after midnight on the East Coast, so we'll save that one because I have a lot to say, and it's been a minute since we've had a Will soapbox moment, and boy howdy, strap yourselves in because.
Y'all know what fans we are of Country Bears. Those bears are our people, y'all. But at any rate, we'll talk about. I agree. I think we'll save that one to next week. I will also be, talking about, my trip. I'll just be getting back from my trip, guys. If I fall asleep halfway through Hitchhiker Chat next week, y'all just bear with me. So, probably we need to save it to keep me awake.
There you go. Yeah.
But just as a teaser, guys, we're not going to get into it. We'll get into it next week because it's going to be a pretty good discussion. So everybody come back and let us know what your thoughts are on the redesign of Country Bear Jamboree. Yeah. Which is again, it's not, it's I don't know if you call it original IP, but it's not. It's original stuff that that's not made after a Disney movie or IP. So it's original. But at any rate, we will talk about that next week. And William, you want to go over?
Make sure to tune in next week for me to completely roast this idea. So there's your teaser. So tune in next week for me to completely roast this new show and new song.
Because I'm going to help you.
Feel free to tune in next week. And you know what? If you disagree with me, bless your heart.
And that's fine.
Yeah,
that's
and
fine.
We're all entitled to our own opinions, and I will love you anyway.
That's right. That's right.
You know what? To say that I'm less than thrilled would be an understatement. But anyway, there is one positive aspect which I'll get into next week. Anyway, let's see. What do you want me to cover, Mom?
Well, I just quickly go through the announcements and then we'll wrap it up. Let you fun people go to bed.
Alrighty. Yeah. Thanks for hanging in there with us.
Or stay up and watch Ahsoka.
Those of you that are on the East Coast, thank you for hanging in there with us.
Yeah.
Channel announcements. Here we go. Again, reminder: there's a Frozen Ever After short that was put up recently, and then also too, Mom did this isn't in the notes here, but Mom did a video on our review of Woody's Roundup Rodeo Barbecue at Hollywood Studios. Check that out if you haven't already. Which I hate to say it, but I also need to check out the video. Don't hurt me, Mom. I also need to watch the video. Like I said, the last few days I've been doing quite a bit of adulting. So,
so what you're saying is that you haven't watched our vlog.
Yes. I will admit to it. But anyway, yeah.
We need all the views we can get. Come on now.
Anyway, I'll get with the program shortly. Again, I've been doing my fair share of quote unquote adulting over the past couple of days.
Well, air conditioning woes take precedence over a lot.
Yeah. So
I can excuse you, I suppose.
Yeah.
As long as you don't delay too much.
So yeah,
it's a 6-minute vlog.
Yeah. If you don't want to be lectured by Mom, make sure to watch. Do the required reading. Watch our Woody's Roundup Rodeo Barbecue review, and join us next week. But check out DeanTheLivePlace.com. They're basically a TV guide. LivePlace.com is basically a website that's a TV guide listing for family-friendly live streams. Dean's made some improvements to the site. If you haven't checked it out recently, go ahead and check it out. Check out Dean's YouTube channels, Dreamers Empire and The Live Place. Check out TubeBuddy if you're a YouTube creator looking to grow your channel. Check out TubeBuddy. It's a great tool, tracks viewing trends, and also provides you with suggested keywords for titles and tags. It tracks channel data that helps you grow your channel. The basic version is free. There's a paid version if you have under 1,000 subs like we do. It's discounted, and use our link below. We'll go through the free month. And Stickermule. So we've had people ask about our channel buttons. We have channel buttons, stickers, pins, magnets. Oh my! If you're looking for any of that, any sort of good quality, low cost promotional items, check out Stickermule. Use our link in the description below. We both get a $10 credit for a future order. It's a win-win. And so check those out if you haven't already. Again, Ahsoka Part 5 released earlier tonight. There was, I would like to know how successful the theatrical release was, because I believe there were 12 theaters around the U.S. that they actually did, a theatrical release for. I think that's super cool. Great way to give Star Wars fans an excuse to get together. So I feel like there has to be something in Part 5 that was worthy of them saying, we're rolling this out in theaters. So, I'm very, I've got to stay off social media. I can't accidentally click any of the, any of the social media icons.
I agree. I'm probably going to have to. I was going to wait and watch it with you tomorrow, but if we don't watch it tonight, we're probably going to stumble over something.
Yeah, somebody's going to spoil it for us. So anyway,
besides, I'm really excited on it. I don't really want to wait till tomorrow night. I want to watch it now. So.
But anyway, it's let's see here. Again, like, subscribe, ring the bell. If you're new, Mom's going to be going live. She'll be at the parks very soon. So look for
Thursday, guys,
scheduled streams and pop-up streams.
I'm rope dropping Hollywood Studios on Friday.
Fun.
So rope dropping Hollywood Studios on Friday, and then I'm doing a Twilight Golden Hour stream of Magic Kingdom on Saturday. So those are the two thumbnails that are up. I've also got a couple more that'll go up. Because I'm probably going to live stream almost every day except my departure day. So y'all, check it out. It's going to be fun. I'm so excited.
So let's see. remember we go live every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Be sure to join us live or watch on the replay. Big shout out to our friends Lisa, Keith, and Joey of It's Joey's World. Check out their channel. They are the captains of our team replay. We appreciate y'all's support. Lots of wonderful channels represented in the chat. If there's one you're unfamiliar with, check them out. Lots of wonderful people and wonderful channels represented in the chat. Shout out to those watching on, in ghost mode. Those that are watching, but are tied up. They have other things going on. And so we appreciate y'all being here. Those hanging out in the chat with us, thank you for being here. Big shout out to our Ghost Host moderators for keeping the chat family friendly, so we can focus on the content that we've got to cover for our show. I want to say thank you to Aunt Joy and Aunt Susan, Jillian, Kylie, and other family members. I forgot to write Jillian. No, let's see. Forgot to write Jillian down in my notes here. I usually just write her at the top. But anyway, so big shout out to Tina McNeil, aka T McNeil, Brian and Ead, Move Manny and Nick, Mike Wheeler, Dean the Turkey Legster, Brian's West Coast Disney Adventure, My Backyard Science, Kevin Theme Park Adventure, Pam's Fam, Jonathan Chung, Embarkation Nation, Kevin Sparrow, Space Mountain Dave Cantrell, Pete McDevitt Show, Najuma Brown, AJC Magic TV, Flowback, Stacy Rogers, and Jillian Bone Naked Travels. If I missed you, I apologize. I do the best I can to keep an eye on the chat, but sometimes it moves pretty quickly. And so if I missed you, I apologize. Let me know. Well, thank you properly for being here. We appreciate your support and encouragement.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyway, let's see here.
As always, thank you to our channel members, you guys. We appreciate you so much for sending us some love. Mike Wheeler, Tina McNeil, Brian's West Coast Disney Adventure, Mike 88 NYC, and Texas Takes.
Yes.
Be sure and check out those channels, because several of those have really good channels as well.
Yeah. Again, like, subscribe, ring the bell. If you want to reach out to us, we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you want to reach out to us, either send us a direct message on Instagram or email us at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com.
And guys, remember what I said earlier on the just quickly here. Send us on September 23rd, which will be 2 weeks from now. I'm going to do our favorite Disney memories. And so send me, if you have, pictures from some of your favorite Disney memories, your favorite parks. It could be your favorite food. It could be anything. Just something that, extra pixie dust that you really have enjoyed over the years. Send me those photos and, a little description. Email us at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com or direct message us on Instagram. And I will put those links in the description below. Actually, I think they're already there, but I'll put this information in the description below. And we're just go through. I just thought that would be fun to do. Just to go through, why we're Disney fans. What is it that we love about Disney? Could be your favorite resort, just whatever it is, some of your favorite things and your favorite memories over the years. So send us a couple of pictures or however many pictures you want to send. And we'll, on the September 26th Hitchhiker Chat, we will go over those. So
that'd be fun.
Thanks, Joel.
Yeah. Let's see here. I wanted to show this. Jillian and Wyatt got this.
Look,
little light up Jack Skellington stack of jack-o'-lantern pumpkin light. Pretty neat little thing. It says Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas on the bottom. But
cool.
I want to say that maybe got it at Target, but anyway, pretty neat little decoration.
That is neat.
Yeah,
that is so cool.
I did want to mention, Jonathan says that, let's see, that said the props of Ahsoka at the convention I was at streaming it did spoil a little of who's on the show in general. Interesting, Jonathan. Interesting. But yeah, I've got to watch part 5 because otherwise somebody's going to spoil it for me. Which part 4 was just not really spoiled for me because I knew the specific character was going to be in the show at some point because there had just been too much chatter about it. But anyway, I did see a picture of that included that character from part 4 in it, and I was like, man! But like before I watched it, and so anyway, I don't want that to happen again. So I've got to watch it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and consider yourself updated on all the announcements that came out at Destination D23 this year at Walt Disney World. So
absolutely,
some good stuff and some stuff that we're not real happy about, but that is a conversation for next week. Thank you for joining us, everybody.
All right, everybody. Y'all have a great week. Hope Mom has safe travels. Those of you that are down there in Florida, make sure Mom doesn't get in too much trouble. Keep an eye out for her. But anyway, I look forward to all the friends that you're going to meet up with. I'm envious of that. I know you're going to have a great time.
Oh, yeah. We got lots of good meetups. And y'all, by all means, join me for a rope drop on Friday morning at Hollywood Studios. Lots of friends, lots of meetups. Watch my Instagram. I'm going to try to share a good bit on Instagram while I'm there. And just really looking forward to it. So, thank you so much, guys.
Everyone. Yes, have a great week. Thank you for being here. Lots and lots of news, and so hope you all have a great week. Thanks for being here. That's cool. That's cool, Stacy. I figured that was going to happen at some point. But I've just wondered where they take the story. They've alluded to him existing somewhere in the MCU because they featured Donald Glover in one of the previous, might have been Spider-Man Homecoming, I want to say, but they featured him in one of the previous movies, and he alluded to his nephew, which his character, his nephew would be Miles, so he does exist in the same realm as Tom Holland Spider-Man. So anyway, that is interesting there. So anyway. Sorry, got a little sidetracked there. Thanks for bringing that up, Stacy. Hope you all have a great week. Again, thank you for being here. Mom, I hope you have a wonderful trip. Look forward to seeing you soon. Remember, at the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there's always room for one more. So please
hurry
back. Bye, everybody.
Have a great week, y'all. Bye.